Delighted. Have you been thinking about this new game we have?
Oh, the dolls. The wind-up dolls.
Yes. Do you have any new ones? Someone, who suggested? Bruce, was it? Yes, Bruce, who happens to be aiming the camera at me now, suggested we have the wind-up politician doll. You wind it up, it goes overseas.
What about a John Laws doll?
A John Laws doll?
A John Laws doll.
What does it do?
You wind it up and it buys a new car every week.
That's a good one. Got any more?
Yeah?
Who?
Bob Rogers doll.
Bob Rogers?
You wind it up and it resigns.
Here are some of the boys I'm looking for. Lee Henderson told me earlier they were down here in the audience. The beegees. Barry, the leader of the group, come here. Barrygibb and your young brothers. Now, come on, who are you? Which is which? You're twins, eh?
I'm Robin.
Robin?
Morris.
And Morris. Now, you all sing together, eh?
That's right.
And your brother Barry plays. Now, come on up here. That's right. On up through there. Put you right in the picture, put you right in the room. You're going to stand up on a high level? That's the thing. Now, is it true that you write your own pieces, Barry?
That's true, Desmond.
And what are you going to play for us now you've come down from Brisbane?
Time is passing by.
All right, then, we'll hear you all together.
Like last week, but this week it's different. We have a knockout show for you, including one of the foremost exponents of folk music in the whole wide world. Right now, here are the Bee-gees.
Anytime you're feeling low and you've got no place to go, come round to my house and I'll be there to take away your worries and take away your cares, 'cause you know, I want you to want me. Anytime you're feeling blue, you can see what I can do. Give me the chance to show you I care, to take away your sorrows and give a lot to share, 'cause you know, I want you to want me. Loving you is what I think of through the night and day. Wanting you is my obsession, only you can show me the way. Anytime you're feeling low and you've got no place to go, come round to my house and I'll be there to take away your worries and take away your cares, 'cause you know, I want you to want me. can do. Give me the chance to show you I care, to take away your sorrows and give a lot to share. But you know, I want you to want me. You know, I want you to want me. You know, I want you to want me.
Isn't that good? I like looking back at some of those old films of previous shows, and gee, they're talented people. The Allen brothers we haven't heard of for a while. They're killing them in the Far East, and I hope they come back eventually. We don't know for sure. Patsy and Noble seems to be going very well in England, and I think we won't be seeing anything of Patsy for quite a while. Lana Cantrell has just left for overseas. Fellas, have you sorted it out yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our audience, are you ready? We'll ask you to judge which are the best wind-up doll gags. So who would like to lead off?
Number one.
All right.
A Prime Minister doll.
You wind it up and what happens?
Wind it up and it comes to Australia for holidays.
You have one, Barry?
Yeah. The Chubby Checker doll. Cannot be wound up. The key is twisted.
Very good. Would you like to try this one?
The Boris Karloff doll. You wind it up, and it's the last doll you'll ever wind up.
What else have we got? We've got a couple here that I think must go very close. There's the comedian Ben Casey doll. You wind it up, it'll have you in stitches. You want to use that one?
For sale, one discarded Eddie Fisher doll, only slightly used.
Well, fellas, I figure this is one of the prettiest songs around. It certainly has a message, and I know you're going to sing it very well. This is called Blowing in the Wind, and here are the Bee-gees to sing it for you.
How many roads must a man walk down before they can call a man? How many seas must a white dove
Your name is?
Colin.
Yours?
Morris.
Barry.
Robin. Vince.
You're all bricks, I suppose.
Beg your pardon.
You're all bricks. Your name is Brick, I suppose.
Brick? No, I think you got it all wrong. How it all started off was Gibb.
Oh, Gibb, yes.
Brick people have changed the name a little bit around. So over here it's Bricks. It's okay.
Oh, yes, yes.
I like red ones myself. Yeah.
You're coached by your father, I suppose.
Yeah, you mean Hugh Bricks?
Yeah, Hugh Brick.
What's the name? Gibb, yeah.
We call him Brick for short.
Yeah, we coached by that. I suppose, yes, he taught us a lot of our stage presentation. Be there any?
You're Australians.
No, the two behind you are Australians.
What's the favorite type of clothes for you?
Favorite type of clothes? Well, it varies, you know. Different clothes for different occasions. I don't like wearing the same clothes all the time. They get dirty after a while.
Clothes that are comfortable, you know. I don't like anything flash, and I don't. I just like good, neat clothes that are like suits, especially shirts, tie, waistcoats, you know, rings. That's a fabulous tie you've got on, actually.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
We had troubles yesterday night with the police of Brussels, I suppose.
We got in. Yes, we did. We're gonna go into that. We tried to get out of our car to go into the hotel, and they wouldn't let us stop outside the hotel, and we got into a bit of a scuffle. And the police are very nice all the way around.
Any scuffle, actually. It was just these particular few policemen. It was just these policemen themselves. They were provoked by the doorman, actually, because the language barrier as well we couldn't explain. And they came to the door and they started sort of thinking that we were students protesting against their youth.
Which indeed we were, protesting against the cracking of skulls.
Seriously, folks. We were just trying to get back in our hotel, you see, and laying it on the line, they wouldn't let us.
They didn't believe we lived there or something. I don't know.
No,
We had troubles in England too. They refused to. They refused to give you a work license, I suppose.
No, what do you mean, you suppose?
they don't.
No, it was Vince and Colin because they were Australians, and they had to. You can only stay so long in England if you're Australian. I know
They're
why
all right
now.
That was cleared up about 6 months ago. They stayed.
What will be your next record?
Well, it's very hard to say. We have about 4 possibilities, but we can't really...
Well, it's all in the air at the moment. It's called Baby I Love You.
Would you let me finish? You can't really plan ahead as far as singles are concerned, because if you say, well, that's going to be our new record, by the time the time comes to put it out, you've got other things recorded, and it's very hard to say.
You worked 3 weeks on this show, I suppose.
On this show, yeah, in all about a period of 3 weeks.
3 weeks in Belgium or in other places?
3 weeks in Belgium and no other places.
We've got today we go back to London tonight for 5-day rest.
Let's go.